This is version 0.1 build 51 of SynthMaker. There's some new components like audio files, sample counter, and cint, which I'm going to show. I'm going to open a schematic that uses these components. This is your audio files component. There's a sample counter there. Cint is similar to cfloat. And so what this does is that allows you to load the wave files and play them. And also you can associate them with the MIDI note numbers. And I'm going to start schematic from scratch to show how to use them. So I'm going to start a new document and close this schematic. And now in this new document, as always, I'll start with a sine synth. I'm going to connect key in and key to MIDI. Maybe this could be like a default, starting like this. And the audio out. Let's try it. Okay, so we have a sine wave playing. Okay, so here instead of playing a sine wave, we want to play wave files, and the component to do that is this audio files component. And you'll see I'm going to put the labels. It needs a sample counter and a MIDI note. MIDI note will come from, depends on the note being played, so it will come from here. Sample counter, it comes from a new component, which I'll show in a moment, but I'm going to load some files from Finder. And the way you do that is you select your files and you drag them into the audio files component. You see the border goes white, and now your files are imported here. You can preview them. Also, it's useful, I'm going to call these drums, and I'm going to pin the canvas to the right side, so you can see them there. Also, at the moment is right side, even though you could scroll down, the size depends on the component on the schematic, so I like resizing it to make them all appear. And okay, so preview them, and these numbers will be the notes associated. It starts by default, it starts at 60 and it goes up, but you can change the notes. So for sample counter, there's a new component called sample counter, and you'll see I'm going to display the numbers so you understand how it works. So plug it there. You see there's like a counter which goes at sample rate per second. So it's adding up. Each sample adds 1. And if you connect it to the gate, when you play a note, you'll see that they reset. Each note you play goes back to 0 and it starts counting again. This is what will allow these wave files to play. So I'll connect it to there. And now our output, instead of our sine wave, we play this. Okay, now we have this envelope, but because these are wave files, you might not want to have those the envelopes, so you might just have it always at 1, or basically you don't need to multiply. You don't need a multiplier by the ADSR. So I'm going to remove and connect it directly to there. That's basically it. Not much to it. You can then save it and load it. It all should come back. You can delete them over there. You can associate them with the different MIDI notes. And the point of this is that this runs compiled like the rest of the schematic, so it will have sample precision, and it'll be able to mix it with the synthesizing stuff. I'm going to delete this, isn't needed either. The phaser to simplify it, and you would be able, for example, to create a polyrhythm or anything that you can do with a synthesizer.